everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is India, and today we are celebrating 3 years on Booktube, and I'm so glad I didn't film this earlier because we also are celebrating over 2,000 subscribers, and I am so excited about that. I am so happy about that. Thank you guys so much, so much, so much. Like, without you, there'd be no me. Well, that's not true. Without my mom and dad, there'd be no me. But without you guys, there'd be no more. There'd be no Booktube. There'd be no, like, continuous content creation. So I'm really excited about that. With that, I asked you guys to ask me some questions on the Twitters. So, before we get started, let's roll that intro. So guys, like I said, we are celebrating, woo! We're celebrating 3 years on Booktube. It really happened in May. It's June now, but it really happened in May, and so did my 2,000 mark, but your girl's been a little busy. So, we're celebrating now. 3 years now. 3 years now. All the videos that I have created in the last 3 years are still all visible. I ain't scared. I ain't ashamed of where I started, where I come from. I ain't scared. I am a little silly though, and I'm glad that I have started to like really show you guys my true personality over the years. It did take time. It took time for me to get to that point, if you're wondering, because it did take time. So I do have some questions that were asked from you guys. Let me find them. So that way we can do some of those. Where's like where's my screenshots? So we can do some of those, y'all. Cool. Okie dokie. Okay, so starting off, this one was very creative. Iggy. Okay, if you found yourself in a hardcore reading competition for $1 million prize, your girl is broke, let's go. What drinks, meals, or snacks would you need to make it? And would you have a strategy to stay focused? Ooh, do I get to take naps? If I get to take naps, we're good. Okay, so drinks, meals, or snacks. Okay, so drinks. Coke is my favorite soda of all time. I would need water because, you know, the Coke's gonna make me dehydrated, so I do typically do that with water. Those are like my main 2 drinks. Maybe a little bit of ginger ale in there just to switch it up from the Coke. But yeah, so definitely water, Coke, and ginger ale. I don't have to have coffee or tea to drink. You know, most people just do it for the aesthetic anyway. Not really because you need it, let's be honest. Okay, meals. Ooh, this is hard. Like any meal in the world. Y'all, I'm a fat kid. I like food. I really like food. I don't know. Meal is hard because I'm like a hardcore steak and potato girl. That's why I'm so fat. Because I'm a hardcore steak and potato girl. I also unfortunately like fast food. So, but French fries are my favorite food in the entire world. So I can definitely eat French fries often. I have to tell myself, like, India, you've had enough French fries this week. Like, please, like, go eat a salad, please. Your body needs a salad. So I could definitely eat French fries. I mean, if potato chips are here, I can snack on them, but I don't necessarily need them. French fries. Different dipping sauces though. I love switching up the dipping sauces. Like Bad Daddy's burger joint, they've got all these sauces to put on your burger, but I ask for so many on the side so I can dip my French fries in the different dipping sauces. So that's what keeps it interesting. They better be seasoned fries too. Snacks. Oh, I do have to have chocolate. I'm a huge dessert eater, so I definitely have to have chocolate. Preferably milk chocolate. There's some versions of dark chocolate I like Hershey's dark chocolate, and then the Ghirardelli dark chocolate sea salt caramel. So good. Oh, and the Reese's Thins dark chocolate. Oh yeah, so good. Some chocolate and dessert is my absolute favorite. I don't know if y'all been to Maggiano's. I'm just giving y'all about my life. But their apple crostata, or apple pie, yo girl loves that kind of stuff. So yeah, I love dessert and brownies and cookies. So dessert, So a whole bunch of sugar. You keep me on sugar and we're good, but at some point I'll crash and I'll take a nap and then I'll keep going. But I can read for an entire weekend. if I've got that stuff in a bed, like, come on. Come on. Strategy to stay focused. This better be reading some good books. If it's a good book, I can stay focused. If it's not a good book, I can't stay focused. Oh, puppies. Puppies. They might not help me stay focused because they're a little needy, especially this one, because Penny, y'all, she is just the neediest of the needy. She's just gonna sit right here at my feet too. Just sit here entire time. Hopefully she'll just sit and not push anything. Yeah, I'm talking about you. And not touch anything else. So yeah, but puppy cuddles are also always good. Ooh, what is your favorite hair care product? Ooh, so y'all know normally my hair is curly, it's big, it's a lot. I got my sew in, I got my weave in, girl, yes. But my favorite hair care product, I switch them up often. So my favorite brands right now are Melanin Hair Care by Whitney over at Natural 85 on YouTube, Alakay Naturals, and Aunt Jackie's, not to be confused with Aunt Jessie's, but Aunt Jackie's. Those three types of products are what I go through the most and what I buy most consistently. So yeah, especially Aunt Jackie's deep conditioning hair or conditioners. I use those the most, and their co-wash. Oh, and Alakay Naturals co-wash is also really good. But yeah. But Melanin Hair Care's oil is so good on my hair. My hair loves it. And their leave-in conditioner smells delicious. So those are my favorite natural hair care products. Just to let you know. How do you handle terrible book recommendations from your friends? Ooh, this is hard. Well, it's not really that hard because, I mean, it's like, you know, you just gotta read you don't have to read the book, okay? So like you start reading the book, you read the book, right? And you're like, ooh, I don't really like this, right? You're like, I kind of like it, but not really. So, I mean, sometimes you just gotta let them know. You're like, oh, I can see why this is maybe your favorite book, but it's just not the book for me, you know? You just tell them, it's not the book for me, you know? I understand, it seems like it's a great book, but it's not the one for me. That's one way to do it, you know? Or you can just be like, it's not a good book. I don't know why you like it. It's not a good book. Depends what kind of friend you're talking about. Is this like a real friend? Or is this like a fake friend? Is this just like someone who like you work with and they're like, oh, I totally recommend this book to you. And you're like, first of all, I didn't even mention a book that I like. And so you've got no play off of what book recommendations? I don't know. Just, it wasn't the book for me. Okay, I'm glad it's your favorite. It wasn't the book for me. That's safest. Always safest. This one was not a question, but they said, low-key want you to read some romance or contemporary books about first responders while drinking wine or something just to talk about how wrong it is. Y'all, I will do this. I will do this for you guys. Like, we'll just have like a wind down night, and I will do this for you guys. Don't you worry. Like, we'll have some fun. I'm gonna have to find some more, so if you guys see me on Goodreads just adding all these like first responder romances, like, you guys know what's up. You guys know what's up, and just be ready for me to be sipping. I mean, yeah, I dropped them before too. It's fine. Don't mind me. See, here comes Penny. She knocking shit. She's knocking things, y'all. This big old girl. Ugh. Hi. Oh, Penny. Ow. She's such a big old baby, y'all. Penny, no. No. You cannot climb up here. You're too big for this. Okay. Penny, you gotta sit down. They don't want to see your face. I know, they haven't really gotten to meet you like they did Barrett back in the beginning. Barrett used to be all up in these videos. You got dirty eyes, girl. Okay. So can you sit down for mommy? Can you sit down for mommy? Thank you. Okay. Okay, next book. Or next question. Next question is, what subgenres aren't going what subgenres aren't you going to dip in to read? What subgenres are you willing to dip into? Since this one came from Steph, I'm assuming it's romance. That's hard because I'm just about willing to try anything once. To try just about anything once. So recently, this is probably the first ever book that just made me close it immediately, and it was short too. It's like a novella too, but it was a romance, but it was like a stalker romance type of deal, and from the beginning, you know, it's a 2-point perspective, and from the beginning you're reading it from the view of the stalker, and this is probably the first time it's ever truly happened to me. It was just piquing my anxiety. Like, my anxiety was just, it was just building and building and building, and I was like, I am too uncomfortable to keep reading this. And that was probably the first time it's ever really happened to me, and so I just had to close that one out. So I don't know if I'm willing to go back and try again now that I have a better, now that I know. Because I've read dark romance, you know, some things bordering on abuse. You know, I've read about sexual abuse and domestic violence and different darker things, but something about that, just like, I read the synopsis before I downloaded it, but I don't know, something about reading it. So I guess it was written very well. That's a pro, right? So I guess it was written very well, but there's something about it that my emotional psyche did not like it. I don't know why. So I'm typically pretty open to trying anything about once. One thing I don't do is horror, in terms of non-romance, but I don't do horror. I don't do scary movies either in general. So that's just not something that I read. So you're never going to see me read it. I don't like that feeling of suspense, not like that constant on edgeness. I don't like that. So I don't want to read it, you know? So yeah. But so, ooh, aquarium or zoo? What season is it? The zoo during fall and spring, because I live in Atlanta, so summer it's a little hot to just be out looking at hot animals. And the aquarium during winter or summer because you're inside. But I don't actually like the Georgia aquarium. I mean, there's some cool things in there, but you know, it's very gimmicky. It's very much set up for tourism, I feel like, versus educational purposes of the aquarium. I don't know. So, I don't know. And it doesn't flow very well from section to section. So sometimes you get bogged down and you have to keep crossing through things. So it's just how I feel. Whatever. What is your top 2 subgenres for the romance genres? Okay, so I'm not very good at breaking down the genres, the subgenres. So I'm gonna tell you my top 2 favorite tropes, and those are always enemies to lovers. Enemies to lovers, I'm like, download. How can I read this? Can I read this faster? Can I read this faster? Yeah. So enemies to lovers, and let me see. What's another good trope that I like? See, she back, y'all. She is back. Ain't nobody trying to talk to her. Ow. Enemies to lovers, and what's another good trope, guys? What's another good one that I'm like, yes. I guess a subgenre, I'm starting to really love fantasy romance, or romance fantasy. Yeah. I am starting to really, really love that. I think I'm starting to find my like section of romance. But I'm starting to really love that. But I've been enjoying reading romance, so a lot. So I'm thankful to my Booktube friends for, you know, getting me to read it. And always suggesting other things, always suggesting a plethora of things that make me want to read other things. So thank you, guys. See, she don't even like me. Her daddy outside, she just keep trying to go see him. She don't even like me, guys. What am I doing? Okay, stalker shit, dogger shit. Thought I had some more. Oh, if you're wondering, I'm a Carnation, according to the thing on the Twitters that was going around. Oh, here's one. Sorry, here's one. Here's a couple more. What is your favorite dinosaur? I like, let me see, which one do I like? I'm not a T-Rex person, not a Triceratops, not a Velociraptor. A favorite dinosaur. I feel like the long neck dinosaur. Why did the name just like escape me? Let me look it up. Long neck dinosaur. Blah, 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 blah. Brachiosaurus. Even though they don't eat meat and I'm not really a plant eater. I don't eat vegetables. I'm not really a plant eater, but so Brachiosaurus. Okay. I just think they're awesome, and they're so long necked, but they got short little limbs. Like, I mean, like comparatively to their neck, like their legs are short though. Like, I don't know, prehistoric giraffes. What's the worst book you've read since starting your channel? Since starting your channel, the worst book I've read. I try not to read bad books, y'all, but some books I have hated that I've not enjoyed that I've read because of Booktube had to be Cruel Prince. I did not enjoy that. That automatically always pops in my head. I'm like, why did I read that book? Like, it was not good to me. There's some other ones. What are some other ones, guys? Some other ones that I've just been like, no, trash, garbage, don't do it. She's back, y'all. Pin, sit down. No. Sit down. Thank you. Oh, she's so needy. Okay, Goodreads. Come on, Goodreads. Yo, what is it doing? Goodreads just be fucking your vibe up. You know? You're like, I just want you to work. Ugh. It's a vibe. My books. Read. A recent one I didn't like, The Scottish Billionaires and the Bookaholic. I think I talked about that one in a wrap up. Not good. The Second Coming. Twice in a Blue Moon was disappointing, by Christina Lauren. Mastering Her Curves was a small town protectors actually had first responders in it, and it was not good, guys. I rarely give things 2 stars, and that got 2 stars, guys. That's so rare. Amber and Dusk was 3 stars. Red, White, and Royal Blue, unfortunately, it was 3 stars for me. I know, that's just... sorry. There's some other 3 stars in here. Some of these I just didn't star rate. I think it's when I was still ashamed of reading romance. I was reading some dirty shit. Good Luck Charm disappointed me. That was 3 stars. Then I was reading all this fantasy. Ooh, how my reading tastes have changed in 3 years, guys. It's like fantasy, like in like my first year on Booktube, and then it's just like romance for like the rest of it. So weird. Oh god. Who's the last booktuber you watched before filming this video? It's so funny because like Brody asked me these questions, and I think the last booktuber I watched was Brody. I watched their video on diversity versus inclusion. So I think that's so crazy. So there you go, Brody. I watched your video last. So another one of my loves. Where's my wedding invitation? Well, Brandy. I just feel like I still feel like I need to do something bookish because I'm getting married, guys, and a lot of y'all have met Eric, and I just feel like I need to do something bookish. And who knows, with the way COVID is, it might be a Zoom wedding and then everybody's invited. Yay! 2, what led you to become a first responder? So I am a paramedic. Since I'm talking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and give you some specifics on that. So there's paramedics, AEMTs, EMTIs, which have kind of gone away, EMT basics, and then hey, Penny! Y'all. She is the guard dog of the house. Stop it! Penny! It's because her daddy outside and somebody is walking past her daddy. She's a guard dog of the house. So yeah, so like I say, there's paramedics, AEMTs, EMTIs, EMTBs, and then first responders. So first responders is a certification, but it is like the lowest certification you can obtain. Hey! Stop it. Okay, I think. And so I am a paramedic, which is in terms of EMS, the like highest form you can obtain. I actually fell into it in college. I went to the University of Pittsburgh with the intent of going into their athletic training program. I applied to both their athletic training program and their emergency medicine program. I got waitlisted to their athletic training program and I got into their emergency medicine program, and so I went into emergency medicine. So I just kind of fell into it, but I did know in college I wanted to graduate with a skill, like something I could leave a college and promptly get a job with, versus something hypothetical, or not hypothetical, metaphorical. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. That I would have to from there continue my schooling immediately. So I knew I wanted to leave college with something I would have a job in, and so I wanted to either be an athletic trainer or a paramedic. So University of Pittsburgh has a bachelor's degree in emergency medicine, where you can get your paramedic throughout it. And yeah, so I got to have college, get my paramedic. I mean, it's a very expensive way to get your paramedic because you don't need college to do it, but I fell into it. I really enjoyed my program. Some of my teachers kind of invented or helped establish paramedicine, so it's really cool to learn from them. So whatever, I enjoyed it. Number 3, how does it feel to be a dog mom of 2 now? Well, y'all just heard my dogs, guys. Y'all just heard my dogs. They are a handful, because Barrett is over here like I was an only child for the past 4 years. Like, where does this girl just come from? I have to share my time now. And Penny is very much attachment oriented. She is always on my hip, always on my heels, always everywhere, and so she's always right next to me, so I never have space from her, never ever. So that's different, because then Barrett still wants attention, and so they're always fighting, but they're getting along. They're not fighting, they're pushing each other out of the way for whoever gets attention first. That's how they're fighting. Yeah. But they are fantastic. They're adorable, they're cute, and they're tons of fun, and they give me all the puppy cuddles I want and all the puppy kisses I want. So they're a lot of fun, but they're also a handful. And yeah. Any Booktube regrets? Booktube regrets. That's hard. I don't really have regrets when it comes to Booktube. I mean, I guess the only thing I might have regrets of is not posting as consistently in the beginning, but I was still not posting as consistently in the beginning, but I was still trying to get my feet wet and trying to understand where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do with Booktube. And I guess unfortunately not using Twitter that much in the beginning, Twitter and Instagram that much or that well in the beginning, because though it's a dumpster fire, let's be honest, it's where a lot of relationships form and where a lot of people can really see who you are and figure out what you're about through Twitter versus initially going to your YouTube. So I kind of wish I had dived into that maybe a little bit more, but Twitter and Instagram, well, Twitter is really not always very good for your mental health, let's be honest, or just dealing with people, because yeah, And just letting y'all know, people be quick with the screenshots. People be real quick with the screenshots. Okay. Let's see. Do I have any more questions? Y'all, I think that is it for me today. This was a good one. This was a good long one, guys, and thank you so much for the questions and participating. I don't really do giveaways anymore, else I would have done a giveaway for some of the merch and stuff and my own candles, because if you guys didn't know, I do make candles now, so make sure to follow that Instagram below and check out my Etsy store. But you know, this is, I would normally do that, but after a few times people just like not being excited or saying thank you, I was like, why give people things away for free when you're not gonna be, you know, excited about it? So but anyway, guys, that is it for me. Thank you guys for being along on my 3-year journey. I hope to have so many more years of this. Most of the time I'm still surprised that I am still doing this with the way my hobbies are fleeting, but that just lets me know how much I actually enjoy it and how much I love doing it. And also I get to talk about books with all of you wonderful people and my tribe that I have created. You guys are the absolute best. I really do love you guys. To all of you new people, welcome to the Page Turning Posse. I'm gonna start calling myself that, Page Turning Posse. So welcome to the posse, y'all, and I hope you guys have some fun here. But that is it for me, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell notification button so you never miss anything. Don't forget to like and comment down below any questions you want to ask me that I might answer in the future. Any advice you might want from someone who, I don't know, I ain't got no advice, but y'all want to ask questions, I'll answer them. And don't forget to follow me on all the social medias where you can always find me, guys. But until next time, keep turning the pages.